Thank you for picking me. This is so cool, because in my meditation this morning, and this isn't my first time here, but I mean at your events, but in my meditation this morning I got told I would be picked, and that I should make a couple notes, and that I would be second or third. So that feels really good. I feel like, oh great, the energy's all cool lined up.
Oh, we didn't mean you. We meant... You know different, don't you?
Yes. You can't fool me. Okay. I'm a professional artist. I do visionary realism, and most of my artwork has been sort of in relative obscurity over the years, but I've been having the feeling of something big happening. And I think I'm from the East Coast. I don't know where I live right now. I live on the planet. The planet's my home. But in the spring, an extraordinary number of incredible adventure contrast things happened that I followed the path of going to the next thing that feels better and following that carefully. And little by little, I got to the place where I was basically going to be living out of my car. So first I thought that meant homeless, and then I realized, no, this means mobile home. I can go any place I want. And not only that, the world is my home. And then I was looking at what's the next thing that can make me feel better. And I thought, go to Abraham thing. So I looked up on the thing, and I saw you were going to be here in the West Coast, and I thought, well, that would be a cool place. So I started this adventure, and as I started, other pieces fell into place to go to an art event, classes in LA, and I got very clearly guided to bring examples of my artwork and show it to people. And when I drove into California, I started crying like I was coming home, and I knew I was supposed to move here.
When we come back from segment refreshment, yes, we'll go further with you.
Okay.
Because there's much to come here.
Okay.
Good time for it. And are you refreshed?
Yeah.
Good. You're ready to continue?
Okay. Is this so cool? My meditation said I would be second or third, and I'm like second and third? Don't you love it? I love that. Oh, God. Don't you love it when it's all lined up? Okay. So, here's... Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. You can wave at me if I get moving away too far.
Did your meditation tell you would have a question ready?
Yes, yes, it's on here. Okay. So, I'm having this amazing odyssey. I'm in this master's art class. I brought a whole suitcase of my artwork with me to show people. I've made totally awesome contacts with like Spielberg, Disney, galleries. The people who see my work all agree that it doesn't present itself well in photographs. You really have to see the real work. And they gave me all this awesome contact information to connect with people next week and show them. I have this whole suitcase full of 9 pieces of artwork. And so everything was so awesome. I'm flying high, exhilarated, just feeling really good, and the day was perfect. And then somebody broke into my car and stole all my artwork on Thursday. And so that was really interesting because it didn't seem like it fit in with the exhilaration, but I didn't even want to go there and even figure out why it didn't fit in. So I realized that after I went to the police station, they called me a victim, and then... And then I did my crying thing, and then I thought, okay, what can I do to feel better, one little bit better? Because this is like a big thing. This is like all the work I have for the last 5 or 6 years, and it's worth probably over $50,000, and it's the only thing that I had to show these people. So, okay. So then I thought I could get drunk. And I thought Abraham would think that's okay. So I did. I'd never gotten drunk before, and it was really good. And then things got better. And
getting drunk is on the same page as petting your cat? Is that where it is?
And then I started, I cried more than 17 seconds, I have to tell you, but I was like moving into the space. The next thing that happened was the class had a class party. Yesterday was the last day of a 1-month thing. And I got up and did a little how I felt Abraham thing. And they all loved it. And they came up and said, you've given us such a gift. You've changed our lives and given us a new way of looking at something. So I thought, that's wonderful. So now the lesson happened, and I want to nail this. I want to line up my energy so perfect so that everything happens perfectly. I would love to have my artwork back. My plan is to move to California. My plan is to have a new studio here, to have an easy and joyful move, and have it all work out, because everything else feels perfect. It just feels like this is like a weird illusion thing that, but everything feels perfect.
Well, let us tell you what we think is the most significant thing for you to receive from all of this.
Okay.
And it ties in a little bit with what we were talking about earlier. It feels like what I have achieved in terms of my artwork over the last 5 years is maybe who I am. This is the culmination of who I am, and this is what I have to show you in terms of who I am. And it is but a scanty spattering of who you are or what you have to show. When you say, it's all I have to show, we say, oh, there is so much more. You are a creator. It is eternally flowing through you. Did you hear us earlier talking about how sometimes an artist will say, this is my most recent piece, and as you're looking back through something that was 3 or 4 or 5 years back there, it's not even where they are now. It's not even what's flowing through now. Mm-hmm. As you are presenting yourself to the studios or to the places that you're wanting to employ you or to inspire you to what is coming through, they're not there wanting you to go back and do that or do that or do that. What they will ask for you will be very current. They will be presenting pictures to you that you will then be expressing for them. In other words, you will be the creative hands that will be giving them what they are reaching for. You get a sense of it?
Cool.
And so what has been is far more irrelevant than you have ever realized. And so you say, yes, but how do I get my foot in the door? How do I begin to show them even what I have to offer? And we say, begin to express now from where you are now, and within a very short period of time you will have much more current. You can reproduce so much more quickly and have something that is so much more valuable than if you were able to drag with you all of the stuff that had come before. It is our promise to you that it will work for you relative to this art project that you're about, but it is a bigger story about all other things. It's about not dragging with you all that you have been, but to be in your now who you now are, because the universe is responding to your vibration of now, you see. We're going to say this softly and gently. We really believe that the releasing of that and the allowing what is now to come will put you in a much stronger place than if you had been able to drag that around with you for the next year.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I want to feel, can you help me feel it like, see, I have the head stuff that gets in the way is like, well, how can I create more artwork? You know what I'm,
Well, like, how can you?
Well, it's my question. My studio's in a storage unit in Virginia, and I'm here. That's the tricky piece. How?
Well, what we've noticed is that once a desire has been formulated, the universe delivers the means.
Okay, so
and
I don't need to know
it is our anticipation that a studio that far surpasses anything that you've ever lived will appear before you.
Yes, I want that.
The other day, Jerry and Esther went down to a restaurant that they like very much on the water. And they were sitting up on the top of the restaurant out on a porch that overlooks the water. And just had a wonderful time. In fact, they went there every day. And then they were taking a walk on the pier and on the grass. And Jerry commented to Esther that there were a dozen or so homeless people sleeping on the grass and eating on the benches, and they were all over. Jerry and Esther were sort of walking around them and amongst them and through them. And Esther was doing her usual routine when she finds herself in a lovely place. Did I tell you I'm never leaving? No one can make me go, she says to Jerry. No one can make me go. She will do it for a week in almost every place they are. And then, in the midst of all of that, Jerry said, isn't it interesting that here we are in what we feel is the best place to be, and all of these people here who are, by all standards, homeless, are in agreement and have come to the very same place. They have found the best of all of it. And what happened within them, it made them realize that a moment in time, allowing the universe to yield to you, has nothing to do with anything other than your desire and expectation. It does not have to do with anything else. And so when you say, will we help you, the thing that we are wanting to say to you is, trust that everything is unfolding in a way that is pleasing. And that's the tricky thing. When something happens where the things that you feel best represent the best of you have now been snatched from you, now there's this strong part of you, and for the last few days, and certainly what we're feeling from you here and now, the remedy feels like, how can I get that back? In other words, I need to get that back, and then I can get on. And we're wanting to say to you that getting that back isn't the answer that you're looking for, accepting that it is here within you now. Okay. It has always been within you. And not only that, so much, 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 much more, that if you were to drag with you all that has been, so much of the potential that is there would not come forth. And the fact that now it is not there, you are free. You are free to fully expand. What we're wanting to get across to you, and what we think you are helping us to get across in a way that is powerful, we want you to feel it through and through, is that you have a vibrational portfolio.
I love that. I love that. Can you tell me a gallery that is going to feel my vibrational portfolio when I walk in? That's what I want to find.
No, but we can tell you that they exist and that they will come to you easily.
Okay.
And that far beyond galleries are in the offing, and that you can't be who you are and know what you know and have the ability to do what you do and not line up with someone who will say, well, let's see. And when they say, well, let's see, rather than showing them all kinds of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the vision that's in their head, you say, well, what do you have in mind? Talk to me about it. Okay. Fill me full of the spirit of what you're looking for. Let me be the physical translator of your desire. I have the ability to do that, you see.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to do.
Good.
Woo! Okay, thank you.
We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is delicious to come together with those like you who have made a decision that you are going to allow the well-being that you've been asking for to flow powerfully into your experience. We want you to realize that even though you may not be letting it in fully now, the fact that you have been asking and the fact that the universe has answered you means that you are only a very short distance in terms of time from fully receiving the manifestation of all things that you want. The distance between where you are and where you want to be is only a little vibrational massaging away. By reaching for more thoughts that feel good, and by being more playful with yourself when you catch yourself in that mode of resistance where you're not letting it in, you'll speed this process even more. It is not our expectation that you will ever or would ever want to find yourself in a place where there is no negative emotion. Because negative emotion is a powerful tool. It is a very good friend that helps you to understand your vibrational place relative to your desire. And like the tender, sensitive fingertips that let you know when something is sharp or hot, the negative emotion lets you know when you are treading on thoughts that are not serving you very well. So be playful about it and conjure the image of that beady-eyed little possum with egg all over its face, and the joy Esther felt and the discovery of it, and laugh wholeheartedly at yourself, playfully. Do not spend time today trying to practice the next 31 days of no negative thought. Instead, experience the negative thought graciously and joyously, and then feel proud that you have acknowledged it, and then take pleasure in modifying it, and then feel satisfaction in the success of having shifted the emotion, and then experience ecstasy as you see it manifest and you understand the process that brought that about. There are only 3 steps to the process. You ask, universe answers, you let in. There is great love here for you. There is great love here for you. We are complete. That was really good.